gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and...
The OnePlus Ace 6 Ultra is finally here, and honestly, this thing looks insane right out of the box. This is the full Ace 6 Ultra package, so let's jump straight into it. Big thanks to my tech partner over in China for providing this footage. I really appreciate the support in making this video happen. Hey everyone, Stella here from techiestreet. If you're into staying updated with the newest gadgets, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our latest tech content. Today, we're checking out the OnePlus Ace 6 Ultra. OnePlus doesn't officially call it a gaming phone, but the second you start playing shooters on it, you'll understand exactly who this phone was made for. Inside the box, you get a massive 120-watt fast charger with 11V11A charging support. There's also a special 12A cable included, and trust me, this cable is no joke. It's thicker, stiffer, and clearly built for speed. If you want the full charging performance, you'll definitely want to use the original cable. Now for the phone itself. Up front, there's a flat display with a centered punch hole camera. The screen protector is already applied, and the metal frame instantly makes the phone feel premium in the hand. You've got multi-function buttons on the side, volume and power keys on the right, speaker vents built into the frame, and symmetrical microphones at the bottom. One small thing though, the SIM tray is on the top, so don't mix it up during setup. And then there's the back design. Before even turning the phone on, the rear lighting effect already grabs your attention. It almost looks like the phone is glowing. The huge Ace logo makes it even more aggressive and gamer-focused. First impressions, this design absolutely stands out. Now, this phone clearly isn't trying to be a camera king, which explains the dual camera setup and extra sensor beside it. It's also not super thin, but once you hold it, the gaming-focused shape makes total sense. The phone weighs around 220 grams, and the bezels are evenly balanced all around, giving it a really clean look. Now, let's talk power. The Ace 6 Ultra packs a 1.5K display with a crazy fast 165Hz refresh rate, one of the biggest highlights here. It's powered by the Dimensity 9500 chip and the Wind Rider gaming kernel. In benchmark tests, the GX86 scored 3529 in single-core and 10,333 in multi-core performance. So yes, this thing is seriously powerful. On Antutu V11, it scored an insane 3.92 million points. At that level, it's obvious this phone was built for raw performance. Now for the real test, gaming. In honor of Kings, the phone supported native 144Hz gameplay and stayed locked at full frames the entire time. Temperatures stayed surprisingly controlled too, hitting 39.2 degrees Celsius on the front and 40.5 degrees Celsius on the back, with power consumption around 3.31 watts. Then came Genshin Impact at max settings for 30 minutes. Again, stable 60 FPS gameplay. Front temperatures reached 41 degrees Celsius, the back stayed around 39.8 degrees Celsius, and power draw was 3.98 watts. Then was golden time for another 30 minutes. Again, stable 60 FPS gameplay. Temperatures climbed higher this time, 46.1 degrees Celsius on the front and 45.9 degrees Celsius on the back, with power consumption reaching 5.66 watts. But here's where things get really interesting. A lot of phones now have high refresh rate screens, but hardware alone means nothing without proper optimization. OnePlus clearly spent a lot of time tuning this device because several major shooting games now support native 165 FPS directly on the Ace 6 Ultra. To prove it, 3 popular shooters were tested in full 165 FPS mode for 30 minutes each, and across all 3 games, frame rates stayed stable while temperatures and power usage remained under control. So if you're a hardcore mobile gamer, especially into competitive shooters or streaming, this higher frame rate can genuinely make a difference. Smoother gameplay doesn't just feel better, it can actually give you an advantage. As for charging speeds and battery life, The OnePlus Ace 6 Ultra packs a huge 8600 mAh battery with 120-watt fast charging, and the charging results are honestly wild. From completely dead to 100%, it took just 49 minutes in real testing, while a full charging cycle finished in 56 minutes. Even crazier, after 5 battery endurance tests, the phone still had 77% battery left. But that wasn't the end of testing. Next, we ran continuous 4K 60 FPS online video playback with subtitles turned on. Starting at 100% and going all the way until shutdown, the phone lasted an insane 18 hours and 51 minutes. Now let's move to the accessories, starting with the shooting controller. The design is slightly stretchable and fits perfectly around the camera module. Setup is super easy. Insert it, stretch it, and lock it into place. The controller also gives you a desktop-style interface, so you can charge and play at the same time. The bigger grip instantly makes two-handed gaming feel way more comfortable, while the textured sides help keep everything stable during intense matches. We've actually used this open-style Android handheld setup in tons of videos already, and the oversized grip genuinely changes the experience. The moment you hold it horizontally, you instantly understand the gaming-focused design. Your thumbs naturally rest in the perfect position, making gameplay feel way more ergonomic. And here's the important part. A lot of competitive mobile gamers use 4-finger or even 6-finger controls. Without accessories, your hands block a huge part of the screen, but with this setup, visibility improves a lot while also giving you extra controls. The controller itself also feels surprisingly premium. The micro switch buttons are crisp and clicky, and the rear buttons have strong tactile feedback too. Of course, serious gaming also means serious heat, so we attached the cooling fan directly onto the phone. The magnetic connection is incredibly strong. You can actually feel it snap into place. Combined with the semiconductor cooling surface, it helps keep temperatures under control during heavy gaming sessions. And this is the complete setup fully assembled. Total weight comes in at around 463 grams, which is actually close to some 7-inch Android handheld gaming consoles. That gives you a pretty clear idea of the overall feel in the hand. We also tested it alongside the new OnePlus Buds S3 earbuds, so take a listen to the sound quality and overall audio experience. So now the big question is this: would you rather use a gaming phone with a built-in cooling fan, or do you prefer OnePlus's external combo setup with a gamepad and cooling fan? Let me know what you'd choose. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.